In this video, we're going to go ahead and practice how to add as well as subtract fractions. So the very first thing you're going to want to do when you're adding or subtracting fractions is to make sure you have a common denominator. Unfortunately, we don't have that right now. So what I'd like to do first is identify which one's my larger denominator. In this case, it's a 9. I like to start with multiples of the larger denominator, so in this case, 9. Can 6 be made into 9? Nope. So I'm going to go into the next multiple, which is 9 times 2, which is 18. Can 6 be multiplied to give me 18? The answer is yes. So that's going to be my lowest common multiple. So I'm going to go ahead and put 18 as my denominator here. Notice I do show my work underneath. I highly suggest you do the same so that you can see where the numbers are coming from. So here, 6 times what gives you 18? Well, I'm going to have to multiply it by 3. Whatever I do to the denominator, I'm going to have to do to the numerator as well. So here, 3 times 5 is 15. Here, I'm just going to carry down the sign. Now here, 9 times what gives me 18? Well, I'm going to have to multiply it by 2, so I'm going to have to multiply the numerator by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So now that we have common denominators, I can go ahead and add the numerators together. 15 plus 4 is 19. And I'm going to leave the denominators the same. It's going to be 18. Notice we don't add the 18s together to give us, for example, 36. That would be incorrect. Now this is improper, so I am going to do some side work to turn it into a mixed number. So off to the side, I'm going to do 19 divided by 18. That goes in once with a remainder of 1. So it's going to be 1 and 1/18 is going to be my final answer. So the main thing you want to be very careful about is making sure you're using the lowest common multiple and not simply just multiplying these together to get a denominator. Okay, so now that we've done addition, let's go ahead and practice a subtraction problem. So the first thing I want to do is make sure we have common denominators. Currently I don't, so I'm going to go ahead and circle the greatest denominator, which is 9. I'm going to start with 9. Can 3 be multiplied to give me 9? Yes, so guess what? That's my lowest common multiple. I'm going to go ahead and put that down as my denominator. 9 does not need to change at all. It's already a 9, so it's going to stay a 4. But if you're wondering, you could think of it as, hey, I'm multiplying it by 1, multiplying it by 1. That's why it remains a 4. Now for, real quick, let's bring down the sign, which is subtraction. 3 times what is going to give me 9? Well, I'm going to have to multiply it by a 3, so we're going to multiply both by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. So now we're left with 4 minus 3 is 1. And the denominator stays the same. It's going to be a 9. So my answer is 1/9. So please, I cannot stress enough with you, please make sure you're using a lowest common denominator. And then ask yourself, do I need to change it? If so, what am I changing it by? What am I multiplying it by? Etc.